Okay, so now that you're comfortable with the A minor scale and arpeggio, we're going to move on to the very next two scales, E minor and D minor, and their arpeggios as well. So all of these arpeggios are actually going to have the same fingering in the left hand, which makes life a lot easier for us, okay? So let's start with E minor. So we're going to go to page 200 in your books. We're going to start with 8-9 and work our way down to the bottom of the page in this video to A-12, okay? So the key signature for E minor is going to be F sharp. So we already had one sharp to remember. If you struggle with remembering the sharp, then go ahead and just write it in your music. That's okay by me. And then we're also going to have to raise the 7th note of the scale to make it harmonic minor, which means we've also got a D sharp, which is written in your music. Okay? So, same exact fingering as the last scale. Let's go ahead and try to do hands together very, very slowly with me. And if you feel that one hand is a little bit weaker than the other, after this video is done, please go ahead and take your own time and practice that hand on its own, just like we talked about with A minor in the last video. Okay? All right, so let's start with the E minor scale. You can put your hands really close together in the same octave. Sometimes it works better just for moving around to put them 2 octaves apart, but that is up to you and where you feel comfortable. I do not care which way you do. It just depends also kind of on how you sit at the piano and the way that your arms are aligned, okay? All right, so let's start with E minor. So we're going to start with E, F sharp, G, A, B, C, D sharp, E. Good, keep going, up. Come back down. Okay, all right. So if one hand feels uncomfortable, you can pause this and take the time to work on it through your by yourself, and then you can also rewind the video if you want to and try that again. Okay, so let's go on to the E minor arpeggio. Okay, so go ahead, put your fingers exactly on those notes where they belong. Okay, so 5 on E, 4 on B or G, and 2 on B, and then 1, 2, 3 in the right hand. And we're going to go very, very slow and then take a pause at the top. Okay? So, E, G, B, E. Keep going. Good. Take a pause. Perfect. Okay. All right. So if you need to, rewind and go forward as much as you want. So let's move on to D minor. I will make a video after these scales just talking briefly about putting hands together and how to practice those sorts of things. Okay? All right. So let's go on to D minor. Our key signature's got B flat in it. And then we got to raise the 7th note, which is a C sharp. So those are written in. If you need to, write your B flats in just to help you remember them. And we're going to have the same exact fingering, okay? So find 2 different Ds, put 5 and 1 on, and we're going to go same exact thing as E minor, okay? D, E, F, G, A, B flat, C sharp, D. Keep going. Break because this is going to be completely different on the way back down. Perfect. Okay. And then last thing before we break this video, D minor arpeggio. Okay? So go ahead, same fingering, so put your fingers where they belong, and we'll go very slow and take a short break at the top. D, F, A, D. Good. Okay. Okay, all right, and this will give you a little bit of a break right now, but then in the next video, we will be covering the other two, G and C minor.